one of the most beautiful things that you can do around Naples is driving along the Amalfi Coast. The Amalfi Coast is a wonderful tourist destination, and it's famous in all over the world for the beauty of the landscape. It's a UNESCO World Heritage Site. We are in the place who is giving the name to our tour, Amalfi. That's why Amalfitana or the Amalfi Coast. Amalfi is a pearl, and Amalfi is the oldest maritime republic in Italy. Have a look together. The first village reached back the Roman Empire, but the power of Amalfi started since the 7th century AD, when this port had connections with the Middle East. At the medieval time, Amalfi was famous for the flourishing schools of law and mathematics. Flavio Gioia traditionally is considered the first who introduced the mariner compass to Europe. At the end of this staircase, St. Andrew Cathedral, dated back at the 11th century, still kept the relics of the Apostle St. Andrew. Here at Amalfi, the local architecture is well mixed with Islamic influences. We are outside the wonderful Duomo, the Cathedral of Amath. It's one of the best examples of a mix of local art and Islamic architecture, as you can see in the beautiful bronze door behind myself. The patron of Amalfi is Sant'Andrea, St. Andrew. As you can see up there, St. Andrew was buried on a cross, but not as a Jesus, but on an X. That's why the symbol of St. Andrew is the so-called cross of Sant'Andrea. Part of his body is buried underneath to the crypt of this incredible place. But it's not the only treasure here. We have the amazing Cloister of Paradise just behind the Duomo, which is a best example of a mix of local artisans and Islamic colors and architecture in this wonderful place, which is the Amalfi Coast. The great bronze door was made at the 11th century at the modern Istanbul. The cathedral inside now is very baroque, and on the altar we can see the two columns coming from the excavations of the Greek city of Paestum. Imagine drinking a coffee or a breakfast in the morning in this stunning terrace facing the main square of Amalfi. A walk through the streets of Amalfi is a must, where you can find in the narrow streets the small shops of the local artisans, or where you can find the typical food or the lemon called sfusato. Shops are not just the incredible hidden gem of this place, but you can find a lot of narrow and small tunnels walking through one side to the other side of the city. Those tunnels, they were used especially in the Middle Age, where the Saracens, the pirates and raiders, they could make a lot of problem along the coast, so the inhabitants could use them to be safer. Enjoy our walk with the notes of the mandolin. From the Middle Age, Amalfi was famous for the production of paper, Carta Amalfitana. The huge numbers of rivers coming from the mountains could activate the water mills, producing this amazing carta, paper. Today the Vatican is still using this amazing object. Amalfi also was the place where the pasta maybe was born, and the first compass in the world was invented here by Flavio Gioia. Coming to Amalfi, you cannot miss to drink the holy water of St. Andrew. Will bring you good luck. One of my suggestions about food, and believe me, I love food, it's Andrea Panza, in the middle of the small square of Amalfi, where you can find a famous pasticciotto with cherries or delizia al limone. I hope that you enjoyed this stop. Remember to bring with you your swimwear, because diving here is a swimming through history and culture. Ciao! See you next!